Okay, so today we're checking out these two pedals from J.Rocket Audio. One is the Rockaway, which is the Steve Stevens signature pedal. The other is the Melody, which is the Mark Lettieri pedal. And as you can see, the form factor on these is basically exactly the same. You've got volume, you've got gain, and then you've got a 6-band EQ that goes from 100 hertz through 200, 400, 800, 1600, and 3200. So basically the same format pedal, but different circuits. So I figured it might be interesting to not only hear how each pedal sounds, but compare them to each other and see how they stack up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug these in, and we're going to run them through my Quad Cortex as kind of the amp today. That way we can switch between kind of Fender style amps and Marshall style amps, and then we'll see how they sound. Okay, so we've got everything plugged in. You can see I'm running my guitar into the Melody first, and then it's running into the Rockaway, and then that's running into my Quad Cortex. Right now I've got a cleanish Fender style amp. It's actually a model of a Tone King Imperial, and it sounds like this. So there's a little bit of grit if we dig in. Not a lot. It's kind of edge of breakup. So I think it's a good pedal platform to use right now with these pedals. We'll try some other amps later. So what we're going to do is right now, as you can see, I've got everything on 12, and the sliders have a little notch kind of when they're halfway. So everything's kind of halfway, but you can feel there's a kind of haptic sensation when you click into that middle position. So you always know kind of where 0 is on the EQ. And right now we're going to leave the EQ alone, and we're just going to focus on using the gain knob to see what kind of range of gain we can get. So let's start with the Rockaway. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Again, here's our clean tone. Let's turn it on. The first thing I notice is the volume being halfway is not unity, meaning it seems to be getting a little quieter. So I'm going to turn it up just a little bit, just to get back to unity. That seems about right. And you can definitely hear that this is not a very high gain pedal. So my understanding is this is a Klon type circuit. So it's that kind of low gain, a little bit of a mid push to it. So let's go ahead and hear how it does when we just crank it up. So I'll go to about 9 o'clock on that. So a nice kind of, again, it's that Klon style gain. So I'm assuming that this circuit is a variation off of the J.Rocket Archer, which is a great kind of Klon tone. I use to capture that all the time. I use it kind of as a boost in front of a tone to get like kind of a lead tone. So I'm really liking this. It feels very natural to me. Let's go ahead and crank it all the way up. Maybe we can bring the volume down just a little bit. And let's try going the other way. So I'm going to go down to about 9 o'clock, and we'll need to turn the volume up just a little bit. So it's kind of nice. You can hear it's really thickening it up. And if we go all the way down, we can use it just as a boost, although there's not much kind of leeway because it's so quiet. You can boost a little bit, but there's not tons of it. So let's go ahead and turn this all the way up. And so the gain you're hearing now mostly is just coming from my amp model of the Tone King, and it's just pushing the front of that. very nice Klon style kind of sounding amp. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go a little bit higher on the gain, a little bit of volume. Let's run through some of the EQs. And if we bring, this is 100 hertz. We push it. It's a little flubby on the low end. Let's try the 200 hertz. And then this would be 400 hertz. You're starting to get that kind of mid honk in there. I don't think I would turn this one up. And then to 800 hertz, we turn that up. It's almost like a filter. That's interesting. Let's bring it down a little bit. And obviously, you know, this 800 hertz, that's that. It's kind of that Boston frequency. That's what Tom Schultz likes to push. And then you get to the 1600. And then 3200. So what I would probably do is I would push a little top end on this. I'd bring the 400 down a little bit, maybe the 200 down a little bit. So it's a good sounding pedal. Let's switch over to the melody. And again, there's our clean tone. You can already hear this one has a lot more gain on tap. Again, if we go kind of switch back to the Rockaway. I mean, it's not a high gain pedal, but it's got more gain than the Rockaway. The other thing about the melody is I'm not sure what the circuit's supposed to be, but it's a lot more even in its EQ. So it's not like a Klon or a Tube Screamer that's pushing some mid frequency. There's still a little bit of a mid warmth to it, but it's not as extreme to my ear. It's more kind of a amp style overdrive, I think. In fact, to me, it sounds a little dumbly. I don't know if that was the intention, but that's kind of what I get from it. Let's go ahead and push the gain up. Go all the way. And let's try maybe pulling down a little bit and a little bit of volume. And let's go all the way down. That's pretty quiet. So I don't know that you can go all the way down to the gain on this one. You might need to add just a little bit of gain back in. ahead and kind of tweak with EQ a little bit. We'll go back up. I'm going to go a little bit less there, a little bit like that. From some of the videos I've seen with Mark Lettieri, this is kind of how he sets the gain and volume. So push in the volume a little bit, gain a little less than half. Let's try some of the EQ. That gets really flubby. I'd probably pull that back a little bit. Let's try this one. It's actually pretty nice when you pull it back. If you push it, again, it gets pretty fuzzy. Same, you kind of get that honk. It's kind of interesting, both these pedals, when you push the 800, you get that kind of almost a filter effect. You know, I don't know if it's intended for that, but you could kind of use that a little bit. We bring it down just a little bit. Yeah, that kind of hollows it out. And then obviously you can push the top in. So I would probably pull these back a little bit. It's a little low, a little too much treble. So, like I said, I know Mark Lettieri uses this as a boost in front of an amp gain or another gain pedal. So let's go ahead. I'm going to add in some more gain. So this is actually that same Tone King amp, but it has an HRM in front of it. Let's hit it with the melody. Let's hear what it sounds like in front of like a higher gain Marshall. Let's try that. So there's a lot more top end on this. It's pretty bright, so I'm going to bring down the top end on the pedal a little bit and maybe let the low end come back in and see how that sounds. Let's try the same thing with the Rockaway. Get a little more gain. That's pretty nice. Maybe bring the top end down a little bit. Go all the way with the gain. Yeah, I think both these pedals are really good options if you want that kind of low to mid gain. Obviously, the Melody has a little more gain to it, but neither one is high gain. The Rockaway feels more like a like almost an always on kind of, you can keep it on, keep the gain low, just kind of sweeten up the sound, a little bit of that Klon mid push, where the melody I think is a little flatter and is good for just kind of pushing all the frequencies. And obviously with the graphic EQ on both, you can sculpt it any which way you want and adapt to whether it's a dark amp or a bright amp. So, I think both of these are pretty cool. It's a shame. I don't think the J.Rocket is actually right now building any more of these. You can definitely find them in stores and obviously used, but I think they've discontinued both for now at least. But both of them are really good pedals. It'd be great if they would kind of reintroduce them. Anyway, I hope you found this interesting. And as always, thanks for watching.